This section will explain the Dislocated Worker Program, the eligibility requirements, and what you can expect if you participate. The Dislocated Worker Program is a federally funded program designed to meet the employment and retraining needs of dislocated workers. If you are unemployed due to a plant or business closure or layoff or are a displaced homemaker, you may also qualify for the Dislocated Worker Program. If you were self-employed, this does include farmers and ranchers, and are unemployed as a result of general economic conditions, you may qualify for the program as well. Core, intensive, and training services are available to assist dislocated workers transition from layoff to work in the least amount of time possible. Those services include employment-related long-distance travel for interviewing. That means for those who qualify, the program will cover travel costs accrued by the participant when traveling long distances for job interviews. The program will help cover the cost of upgrading the participant's basic skills if necessary. Resume assistance will be provided. If necessary, the program will also provide assistance with the purchase of clothing, tools, equipment, licenses, or limited child care for employment or retraining purposes. And retraining may be another option for the dislocated worker. The program will help cover any retraining deemed necessary for a job, regardless of whether the training is held through a technical school, college, private school, or through on-the-job training. There are two categories of training: classroom and on-the-job, or OJT. With classroom training, you would attend an educational or vocational institution and take a specific curriculum which leads to employment skills. With on-the-job training, you actually learn while you earn, working at a place of business while you train in a specific occupation. We contact the employer and reimburse the business to train you in that occupation. The job is considered permanent, and you stay with the job when the training is complete. If you are attending classroom training, the program may be able to pay for your tuition, books, and some supplies required for the course. With OJT, the employer is reimbursed up to 50% of the wage you are paid for the duration of the training period. The program may also assist with supportive services needed for your training or reemployment. Other supportive services such as uniforms, gas, tools, etc. may be paid for as well. If you are participating in on-the-job training, the employer will be reimbursed up to 50% of the hourly wage for a maximum of 6 months, depending on the occupation. Funding comes from federal tax dollars, and the department is accountable for every penny it spends. Also, funding allocations change annually and are limited. If a particular area is hit with a lot of layoffs, the allocation for that year can go fast, which is one of the reasons we work to get you trained and back into the workforce in a reasonable amount of time, since there is never a guarantee that the funds will be there year after year. Many students also apply for financial aid through their school to help them with expenses. Costs are approved on an individual basis depending on the type of training you are in. Before any decisions are made, we will work with you individually to assess what occupations will work for you. This assessment may include academic, aptitude, interest, and personality analysis, your family circumstances and financial needs, your physical abilities, and an evaluation of your current skill level. In addition, we'll do a labor market analysis of the areas you are interested to be sure employment is available in the areas where you are willing to locate and that the wage for the occupation will allow you to be self-sufficient. In your individual assessment, we take a look at your current reading and math abilities. If you need brushing up in these areas, we will help you. If you are worried because you weren't a good student in school, don't be. We almost always find that even those who don't think that they were the best students when they were younger often surprise themselves when they return to training as adults. The goal of the Dislocated Worker Training Program is to return you to the labor market as quickly as possible with a good paying job. The program will cover training expenses such as tuition and books, but it does not provide you with an income to live on. However, if you are eligible for unemployment, which can last up to 26 weeks, you may receive unemployment benefits while you are in an approved training program. The length of time for any training program is determined based on individual requirements as we assist you with your training interests and needs. Whether you are in the classroom or participating in on-the-job training, we expect you to have regular attendance and do your best. We will ask for copies of grades and will provide you with whatever help you may need to complete your program. If you are participating in on-the-job training, we will visit both you and the employer monthly to make sure the training is going as planned and that there are no problems. If there is a problem, we will try to develop a plan with you and the employer to solve it. We will assist you in finding your own job. We'll help you prepare a resume, get ready for interviews, prepare a job-seeking plan, explore job openings, and refer you to any openings we know about. We'll give you the tools you need to make personal contact with potential employers, because ultimately, no one can do the interview for you. Not everyone eligible for the program actually goes into training, and you may only need a brush up on something to be employable. If you have marketable skills, we can help you find a job. We'll also help you look at the local labor market and prepare a realistic job search plan. Whatever your needs are, we are more than happy to help you with career information and placement services. To see if you qualify for the Dislocated Worker Program, contact a representative at one of the job service offices or one-stop centers listed on your screen.